5 years from now, you're going to say one of two things. Either, I can't believe how much my life changed, or, how am I still in exactly the same place? And the difference won't be some magical moment, a viral video, or a life-changing seminar. It will come from tiny choices you make when no one is watching, especially from what you do in the first hour after you wake up. That innocent tap on the snooze button? That's not just 9 extra minutes of half sleep. That is a tiny decision with a very expensive price tag. Because every time you buy those 9 minutes, you pay with the sharpest part of your day. Your brain is naturally more focused and clear in roughly the first hour and a half after you wake up. That's built-in peak performance time. And most people burn it on scrolling, notifications, and random nonsense they won't even remember by lunch. Meanwhile, the people you look up to are not mystical creatures who float out of bed loving every second of the morning. They're not on mountaintops doing sunrise yoga with perfect playlists. They're just awake, and using that early window on purpose. They're not in love with alarms. They're in love with what that time does for their life. No buzzing phone. No messages. No chaos. Just silence, clarity, and room to think. This is not about becoming a morning person. It's about not wasting your best mental energy on distraction. That small shift, repeated daily, is what turns into a completely different reality 5 years from now. You might be thinking, yeah, but I seriously hate mornings. Good. This isn't about guilt, hustle porn, or forcing yourself into a routine you despise. I'm not here to scream no excuses in your face. I'm here to show you leverage. If you claim just 1 hour in the morning for yourself, you gain a huge psychological advantage over almost everyone who wakes up, grabs their phone, and hands their focus to the algorithm before they've even had water. Here's what's really going on. The first hour after you wake up is your launch window. Your brain chemistry is shifting. Dopamine is ready. Cortisol is rising just enough to get you out of sleep mode and into let's go mode. You're more suggestible, more programmable, more ready to lock things in. In simple terms, your brain is in wet cement mode. Whatever you do in that hour leaves a deep imprint. Fill it with drama, arguments, and endless scrolling. You are training yourself to be distracted. Fill it with planning, learning, moving, creating. You are training yourself to grow. This isn't motivational fluff. It's compounding. 1 powerful hour seems small, but stack it day after day, and it turns into a ridiculous amount of high-quality time that most people never touch. Now, the obvious question. Okay, but what do I actually do in that hour? Let's make this extremely simple. Number 27-step miracle routine. Just a basic atomic minute-style blueprint you can actually follow. First, water. Your brain has been running all night with 0 refills. Before you touch your phone, drink. Not a cute little sip. A real drink. Hydrated brain, better thoughts. Dehydrated brain, worse decisions. Second, move. You don't need a full workout. Just tell your body, we're on. Stretch, walk around the room, do a few squats or push-ups. Yes, you might question your life choices for a moment. That's fine. That discomfort is proof you're breaking your default pattern. Third, 1 clear target. Grab a notebook or a notes app and write down 1 concrete goal for today. Not 10. Not fix my entire life. Something specific and doable. Send that email, finish that section, study that topic. When you hit that 1 domino, momentum takes care of the rest. Fourth, learn. Feed your brain on purpose. Read a few pages of a book. Watch a deep, focused video. Listen to a podcast that teaches you something useful. Not background noise. Not drama. Something that upgrades the way you think or act. Fifth, protect the hour. This might be the most important part. That hour is off limits to everyone and everything else. No social media. No emails. No quick check that turns into 40 minutes of chaos. You are security for your focus. Nothing gets in. This is bigger than a morning routine. This is identity work. Every single time you get out of bed and follow through, especially when you don't feel like it, You're casting a vote for a particular version of yourself. You're voting for the you who is reliable, disciplined, and intentional. The you who trusts their own word. Not the version that almost started. Not the version that made a plan and then disappeared into a YouTube hole about conspiracy theories or reality TV. The version that actually builds the life they've been talking about. Do the math with me. 1 focused hour a day is 365 hours a year. That's about 15 full days. 2 straight weeks of you, fully present, working on you. Not squished into random weekends. Not if I have time. Dedicated. Clean. Powerful. Stretch that across 5 years and you've basically created a personal master's program in your own growth. While other people binge shows, argue online, and obsess over celebrity drama, you're quietly binge building your future. There's a saying, small hinges swing big doors. This hinge, the one that opens everything you keep saying you want, is not a $1,000 course or some secret hack. It's your alarm. And what you decide to do when it goes off. You won't wake up tomorrow and feel like a superhero. You might not feel any different next week either. But give yourself 90 days. 90 days of showing up for that hour, even when you're tired, even when no one else sees it. One day you'll catch your reflection and think, wait, I actually look like the main character in my own story. You'll see someone who chose their future on purpose. Someone who took control of their time instead of handing it away. Someone who doesn't just wait to see what happens anymore. Of course, there's always the other option. You can keep hitting snooze. You can keep giving the sharpest part of your mind to social media, and whatever's left over to your dreams. You can watch another year slide by while you scroll through other people's highlight reels and wonder why your life feels like behind the scenes. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The next 5 years are coming either way. The question is not if time will pass. The question is, who are you when it does? Are you the one building your own story? Or just a spectator in someone else's? If you're ready to start winning your mornings and stacking those hours in your favor, tap that like button like it forgot to pay you back. You've been hovering over it anyway. And if you're serious, drop a 5 in the comments if you're setting that alarm for 5 a.m. or at least 1 hour earlier than usual tomorrow. Not because it's trendy, but because you're done waiting for the perfect moment and done recycling the same excuses. Now, here's the smart play. If you want this mindset to stick, don't rely on willpower or memory. Think of it as building a better algorithm for your life. Every time you open YouTube, you don't just get distractions, you get reminders to become the person you keep saying you want to be. Subscribing is like placing a tiny future you on your shoulder who whispers, "Hey, remember what we're building?" Every time a new video drops. It keeps this version of you, the intentional one, the focused one, on repeat. The choice is on the table right now. Don't snooze on this one. If you ignore it, you're not just wasting 9 minutes. You're discounting a future that could have been yours. So, what's it going to be? I invite you to join the Atomic Minutes community, set that alarm, and let tomorrow morning be the first vote you cast for the life you actually want.